Tesla went into full production only in 2012, but is now the largest and the leading electric vehicle manufacturer in the world. As of Q1 of 2022, Tesla recorded revenue of $18.76 billion and is expected to expand more this year. But how did Tesla achieve its success in a very short span of time? This is what we're going to reveal in this video, so stay tuned till the end to find out. In July 2003, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning incorporated US Tesla as Tesla Motors. The company's name is a tribute to inventor and electrical engineer Nikola Tesla. With a $6.5 million investment in February 2004, Elon Musk rose to the position of the company's largest shareholder. When the firm debuted its concept for this car in 2011, it may have marked the beginning of Tesla's contemporary image. The Model S was Tesla's first push into the mass consumer market, even though it was still a premium automobile away from the specialized sector of sports car drivers. In 2012, the car's full-scale production began. Tesla CEO Elon Musk put in a lot of extraordinary hard work that no one could imagine. He even advised people starting up companies not to put many hours into work the way he did. According to Musk, this is not recommended for anyone because it is not good, and there were even times when he suffered pain in his brain and heart. However, he admitted that he just had to do it because if he didn't do it, then Tesla would die. In an interview, Elon Musk said that when he and his brother were starting their first company, instead of getting an apartment, they just rented a small office and slept on the couch and showered at the YMCA. They just had one computer, so the website was up during the day and Elon was coding at night 7 days a week all the time. He said he had a girlfriend during that period, and in order to be with him, she had to sleep in the office so he can work hard every waking hour. Elon Musk believes that if somebody else is working 50 hours and he's working 100, he'll get twice as much done in the course of a year as the other company.
I can easily build an electric car and a rocket.
I didn't think it would be easy. Like I said, I thought they would probably fail. But you know, like creating a company is almost like having a child. So it's sort of like, how do you say your child should not have food?
So once you have the company, you have to feed it and nurse it,
yeah,
and take care of it, even if it ruins you.
Yeah.
But suppose there were some tough times in 2008, end of 2008. How did you get through that period of crisis?
Yeah. Can we just break for a second?
Sure, of course. Yeah. You want to wait a little while?
Yeah, sure, if it was worth it.
Given that, you know, even if you're the best, there's always a chance of failure. So I think it's important that you really like whatever you're doing. If you don't like it, life is too short. You know, I'd say, and also if you like what you're doing, you think about it even when you're not working. I mean, it's something that your mind is drawn to, and if you don't like it, you just really can't make it work, I think.
Did you know that Tesla, the largest electric vehicle company in the world, almost didn't make it? Tesla faced a severe threat of death due to the Model 3 production ramp. Essentially, the company was bleeding money like crazy. According to Musk, if the problems were not solved in a very short period of time, Tesla would die. It was extremely difficult to solve them. Elon shared their sacrifice of working 22 hours a day, working 7 days a week, and sleeping in the factory at that time. He claims he worked everywhere, in the paint shop and general assembly body shop, just to keep Tesla alive. The most crucial factor when starting a business or joining one is to draw excellent candidates. Therefore, if you want to start a firm, you need to find fantastic individuals or join a group that is amazing and that you genuinely respect. A company is a group of people that have gathered together to create a product or service. So do everything you can to gather great people if you're creating a company. And so, according to Tesla's CEO, depending upon how talented and hardworking that group is and the degree to which they are focused cohesively in good direction will determine the success of the company. Elon Musk explains it's helpful to conceive about first principles in terms of the physics method, which involves starting with the most basic truths you can fathom rather than arguing through analogies. This is a good way to figure out if something really makes sense or if it's just what everybody else is doing. However, Elon admits it's hard to think that way. You can't think that way about everything. It takes a lot of effort. But if you're trying to do something new, it's the best way to think, and that framework was developed by physicists to figure out counterintuitive things like quantum mechanics. So it's really a powerful method, according to Musk. Elon Musk added, "Try hard to do it and don't be afraid of failure." You also need to be rooted in reality. Do not be afraid to innovate, but also don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not, or you're gonna get fixated on a bad situation. Don't be afraid of new arenas. You can learn something and experiment with your hands and make it happen. Find a way or make a way to get something done. People can choose to be not ordinary. It's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. If somebody is doing something that is useful to the rest of society, that's a good thing, but it doesn't have to change the world. According to Musk, if you're doing something that has high value to people or even a small amount of good for a large number of people, that's fine. Stuff doesn't need to change the world. Being focused on something that you're confident will have high value to someone else. Be really rigorous in making that assessment because people tend to natural human tendency of wishful thinking. So a challenge for entrepreneurs is to know the difference between really believing in your ideas and sticking to them versus pursuing some unrealistic dream that doesn't actually have merit. That is a really difficult thing to tell. So you need to be sort of very rigorous in your self-analysis and then just work very hard. You have to stay grounded in a short term because if you don't do things that pay the bills, you're not going to achieve the often long-term objective. However, it's nice to have that sort of holy grail long-term potential out there as an inspiration for coming to work. It's really a mindset you have to decide. Try to do things differently provided that they're better. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be different and better. Elon Musk advised to go beyond the normal stuff and have an environment where that sort of thinking is encouraged and rewarded, and where it's okay to fail as well. Many of the new approaches and concepts you try won't be successful. That's okay though, since you'll draw in creative individuals. And even though Tesla had a string of failures, Tesla never gave up. I hope you learned something and were inspired by our video today. Do you have success stories that you want to share? The comment section below is open for you. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons below. Also, ring that bell icon so you'll stay updated whenever we have new videos. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.